It's time once again for another smash, trash, or bash session here at Redline Reviews. We're going to find out if this next album has what it takes to get into our collection, right? And a warning, once again, if your stomach is queasy and you feel uneasy, don't watch this. Terry back again with your daily metal album review. Hoping you also enjoyed yesterday's selection for your collection. I cover everything in Apple Music's metal section exclusively. My reviews test drive, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly charts, so you don't have to. I'll pair today's review album up with another extreme pick for you to add to your collection afterwards, because I know that you like getting 2 for 1, right? Well, today's selected album is Half Living Things by Alpha Wolf. This is the band's latest album up for a fresh Redline review. If you're ready, let's break her down. In Apple Music, I open the band's page and I see that there are 12 strong sounding tracks totaling 40 minutes here. The album cover artwork, as you can see, is more akin to a graffiti style, and I love it, with custom and standard fonts. Kudos to the artists for the great creative work here. They classified themselves in Apple Music as metal. Between that, the album cover artwork, song titles, and a quick sound check, I visualize something angry, because I have heard Alpha Wolf's work in the past. I know all about them, but I have not heard this new album just yet. What about your predictions? Are you a fan? Let me know in the comments. My genre description before I started the review is slam metalcore. These guys are really intense. It's a term that I'm going to use for the feistiest of metalcore bands out there. We'll see if that changes, though, in the end during my reveal. So I went to track 1, and it's fire right out of the gates. Massive wall of sonic mayhem, everything set to 11. Vocals, guitars, bass, and percussion is molten. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff here. Track 2 goes boom all the way through. Pure attitude, like a Tasmanian devil wrapped in barbed wire. Everything is explosive here. It's an amazing slam track. Tasmanian, by the way, is where they originated from, so pun intended. Track 3 is a bruiser with huge waves of rhythm, gent attack, bleeding, burning fry vocals, huge bass and crushing percussion, and it is just yes all the way through. Track 4 is a deep, heavy-hitting, suspenseful, and very warped with huge, murderous tones. Totally awesome track here. Track 5 is a burning slam ballad of sorts. It's the only semi-tame track on the album, and even this song is intensely heavy with a deep message. Rest of the album is just with murderous tones. Blood-spitting vocals, thunderous, rangy tempos, huge grinding rhythms, just immense, and it's pretty amazing, to be quite frank with everybody. In summary, there are really no love songs on this album. Seriously, this is such a powerful bulldozer of an album. Tremendous work by Alpha Work. Expect a wild pit on the tour for sure when you go see them live. And moving forward here, the recording and sound quality was professional, but really stretching the limits of the tech, while production and musicality was pretty raw here, in my opinion. I rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as massive, at a level 7, 8, or even 9 intensity range, maybe even higher, maybe 9.3. While the harmonies and melodies were a midway level at a 3, 4, or 5 range of presence in this album as well. Remember, I am a rhythm guy, so this album ticked off all the boxes. I find the lyrical theme here is anger. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here, just absolutely no way. Range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent. The tracks are arranged very tightly. I describe the vocals as super beast mode, while the guitar work is crushing with great rhythm and attack. The bass section was inhumanly thick, and finally the drums and percussion performance was outstanding. There were samples layered in there to thicken the overall sound just nicely. Absolutely love it. Overall, the energy and intensity here is immense. They feel a lot like Filth, Emure, and Throne if you've never heard Alpha Wolf before. Temperature rating is ultra hot here at a level 9 plus heat intensity with a dark tonality feel. I'm going to set at also a level 9 intensity shade, very dark here. The overall colors I'm going to describe as raging red. The album cover artwork is more than a match for the actual music itself. General feeling I had during this session was an absolute white knuckle goosebump ride. Electricity under the blood for sure. It led me to give this album an internal seismic reading of a record 9.5 on my Richter scale. Never before. This band is superb with energy all the way through. This is great music for everything but a wedding party. The reveal, my predictions from earlier were solid. I said slam metalcore. My genre description now afterwards remains the same. The official bio says metalcore and nu metal. I'm not getting much in the way of nu metal here, but whatever. It means I got it right again. The old guy was correct. My favorite tracks, every one of them were slamming hot here. Of course, it's going into my library, and again, stream them for yourself. Let me know if Alpha Wolf moves you here. And that is it for another episode of Redline Reviews. So I dig into my treasure chest and recommend The Ignorance by Filth to help match this all up here. Just to say thanks for hanging out with me today and yesterday. Recap. During episode 109, I reviewed Cometh the Storm by High on Fire and added Motorhead's Ace of Spades all the way back from 1980 from my secret stash at the end. And that is your 4 albums for today. I hope that I made about the 7-minute mark there. See that last episode for the full scoop, stream them for yourself, and see if all of these are for you for sure. And that's it. Lastly, remember, you have the power to support all metal artists. Stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of Redline. And finally, hit subscribe, get notified so you can get your new albums here first. Happy Sunday, everybody. Cheers.